Hey everyone, welcome back to Anti-Fragile Living, where we talk about living your best life. Now, one of the ways to do that is by not taking unnecessary risks. And there's a new law that just got passed in the United States, which I'm really scared of. Not for me personally necessarily, but for the most vulnerable in our society. The new law is part of the Secure 2.0 Act, which is some of the changes enabled for 401ks in 2024. Now, there are some good intentions behind this law, but I think it could end up hurting more people than it helps in the long run. So I want everyone to be very, very careful if you're thinking about taking advantage of this. So here's what it is. Part of this Secure 2.0, and there are other changes to 401ks, but this part I'm focusing on today, it applies to victims of domestic abuse in the last year, and it allows them to take up to half of their 401k balance, withdraw half of their 401k balance, or $10,000, whichever is less, out of their account if they have been victims of abuse in the last year. So in other words, if you had an $80,000 balance, you could not take $40,000 out, but you could take $10,000 maximum. If you had, say, $12,000 in your account, you cannot take $10,000, but you can take half of that, which is $6,000. So half of your balance or $10,000, whichever is the least amount. Now, there's no complicated proof that you need to no hoops you need to jump through it. If you're the victim of domestic abuse, you only have to self-certify, which basically means if you say you were a victim, then you were. There are no penalties on the withdrawal, but you will be taxed at normal income when you make this withdrawal. So again, definitely some good intentions behind the law, but let me get to the part that scares me. First of all, if you were the victim of domestic abuse, this is a very vulnerable time for you, a very emotional time. It's not the best time to be making money decisions. In my opinion, on average, the likelihood of any of these loans or let's say most of these loans getting paid back is very low. And I think you will regret taking this money out. So I'd say before you do, this only has to be a last resort. This is a true emergency, and please think twice or think 10 times before taking any money out. Now, why I'm saying most of these won't get paid back? Well, first of all, it's just human nature. But take a look at these stats here. Most people taking money out of their 401ks don't have very much to begin with. You can see the average. This is the average median amount in 401ks in Fidelity right now. It's like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. These aren't a lot of dollars. And if you're one of these, and if you're a great saver or one of these people who have like $500,000 or $1 million in your 401k, you're probably a high earner already, and you're not likely to be one of these people looking to take out money right now. So if you're one of these people who has $10,000, $20,000 in your account and you're taking a big chunk out now, this is going to devastate your retirement account. Do not let your abuser mess up your life and your financial future by taking this money out now and regretting it later. This is a critical time to let your balances grow, and you need to get to that $50,000, $100,000 mark, and then it really starts compounding, really starts growing. So if this applies to you, please be very, very careful when taking any kind of withdrawal from your 401k and pay it back as soon as possible. You do have up to 3 years to pay the money back and get your taxes back, but you'll still be missing out on the compounding. And again, the likelihood of the average person paying this back, I think, is very low. Your future self, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line, will thank you for not taking the withdrawal. If that doesn't convince you, look at these stats and what $10,000 would grow to at the average return of 10% in the stock market. That's just the average return. $10,000 in 20 years is over $70,000. And if you let it grow for 30 years, it's almost $200,000. So you could be making a $200,000 mistake by taking this money out now. Please think about this. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. If you have a comment, please comment. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.